This is Sky News at 10 with Samantha Simmons.
Good evening, this is Sky News at 10. Iranians are openly confronting security forces on the streets of Tehran in some of the most serious protests since the 1979 revolution. The incumbent president, Ahmadinejad, says his landslide re-election was free and healthy. His main rival, Emir Hossein Mousavi, has branded the result a charade and has asked his supporters to avoid violence. Well, tonight, the president addressed the nation on state television.
This is a great victory at a time and condition when the whole material, political and propaganda facilities outside of Iran and sometimes in parts of inside Iran were totally mobilized against our people, and they dealt the heaviest pressure, and psychological warfare was organized against the people of Iran. A large number of foreign media, international media, continuously and in very complicated ways embarked on doing things against our people, and they organized a full-fledged fight against our people. Our people, with full vigilance, made their choice, a great choice.
Sky's Gulf correspondent Ashish Joshi is in the Iranian capital, where he witnessed today's protests.
The signs were there, and so was the warning. Public protests would not be tolerated. Around Tehran, pro-reform protesters have taken to the streets in defiance. The demonstrations are small and sporadic, but they are making a point. There are about 200 or 300 what appear to be Mousavi supporters, and what they're doing is taunting those riot police on motorbikes. Every time a police unit turns up, the Mousavi supporters disperse and then reappear on another street corner. At the moment, it's a very tense game of cat and mouse. President Ahmadinejad has been re-elected with a landslide majority. Mir Hossein Mousavi's political ambitions have been crushed, and so too the hopes of sweeping reform.
Mr. Ahmadinejad ranks first, and with the votes he has secured, he is elected as the 10th president of the Islamic Republic. Mr. Emir Hossein Mousavi Khamenei is the second person.
Hours after the result was announced, before all the votes had been counted, demonstrators gathered in Fatemi Square. This is just a few hundred meters away from the Interior Ministry, where the votes were collected. Mostly young men ran at the sight of motorcycle riding riot police. One of the later demonstrations took place in Fanatic Square, an affluent middle-class suburb, the natural heartland for Mousavi supporters. The police never lost control, they were prepared. Sometimes they appeared to use force. At other times, they had to retreat from the crowd. But the days of frenzied street campaigning ahead of the polls had allowed Iranians to express themselves. Just how would the government rein in this newfound political energy?
It's a question that ought to be asked of Mr. Mousavi, because he himself is a principalist, and he himself is a strict adherer to the religion of Islam and the Islamic culture. How was he going to contain these people?
The protesters who are making their feelings clear are in a minority, but the Islamic Republic of Iran is not used to open public dissent, even in small numbers. Ashish Joshi, Sky News, Tehran.
The Sky's Foreign Affairs editor Tim Marshall has the latest.